Hello everybody, born into my next with my reaction/review of Doctor Who Season 12, Episode 4, Nikola Tesla's Night of Terror. And this is quite an interesting episode. It featured Nikola Tesla, and for those that don't know who he is or what he's done, you could either look him up or basically he was an inventor like a long time ago, like in the 1900s and so on. And he invented things like alternating current. He invented Tesla coils, I think. I think that's what he invented. And, attempt to use those to make wireless electricity and stuff. He also invented like radio control with a radio control boat once. And, all this other good stuff. So, yeah, that's just a little bit of a basic rundown of some of the things he's invented. There's probably a lot more that I'm not mentioning or forgetting to mention. But, this episode also has Thomas Edison in it as well. So, yeah, that was kind of interesting. Especially if you know a little bit about the history of them two together. It was briefly mentioned in this episode, but I'll get onto that. So, the episode basically starts off, with them just basically, Nikola Tesla's trying to get funding for his project to use this waterfall as a power source, with a bit of a turbine on it or something like that. Is basically what he's trying to get funding for, and people keep saying that it's, not safe, or that it's dangerous, and they bring up something about that he communicated with aliens once, which I found kind of weird. But then shortly after that, he finds this floating orb that we later learn is from Solarians, but it's been hacked to be like a spying device to spy on Nikola Tesla. And, we learn that these creatures, they take the form of people and try to, a few times to get Nikola Tesla. But, they did get him once, but, the doctor managed to get him out of there. And, basically, I feel like I'm mumbling a lot, but, there's just so much going on in this episode. And at one point in my reaction, I said, are those a similar creature to the ones from the Runaway Bride episode? And no, they're not. I looked it up. They're not. So, yeah, I thought they might have been similar, but I guess they're not the same thing, or not even similar. They're just completely different species, I guess. But, this episode also, has a lot of stuff going on, especially with some of the back and forth between Tesla and Edison, because there's a bit of history there with them as well. And it was, mentioned, that Tesla used to work for Edison, and he fixed something, then, Edison basically just let him go. And that's a thing that actually happened, too. Which is one of the reasons why Tesla went on to invent alternating current. So, But anyway, back on with these aliens. So, they decided that they're going to use Nikola Tesla's gigantic Tesla coil, which, by the way, was an actual thing that he actually built. And there's actually pictures of it. I'll put a picture of it up on the screen right over here. But, that was an actual thing that was actually built, and it was an actual location. And it did get destroyed later in life, a few years later. The picture that we'll put in the corner was from 1904. So, they want to use that to destroy the spaceship that they were on earlier, but turns out the alien decided that the Queen decided to teleport herself down on the surface, so she's not up there. And then the Doctor basically tricks her back up on her ship, and they destroy them all. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, this episode did show a lot of other things, like Nikola Tesla didn't have that great of a reputation, because people were thinking that things that he was doing was dangerous. They mentioned something about this earthquake machine, which he actually invented, and rumors say that he actually tried it out and almost brought a building down. Although I'm not sure if that's actually true. That's just things that I've read online, like a long time ago. And, it's kind of interesting to see a Doctor Who spin on two famous people actually, because Edison was in this as well. And, Edison invented things like the light bulb and stuff. Although Tesla also invented his own version of a light bulb, and he actually used it I think it was him that wanted to be presented at some sort of big fair event where he used electricity and lighted it up with a bunch of his own bulb designs and stuff. Anyway, I feel like I'm rambling on too much about him. I just know a lot about him, because I'm kind of into electricity and electronics and stuff. Some of you may not know that about me, but yeah, that's the thing I'm into. So anyway, overall, I really enjoyed this episode. Definitely had a lot of fun watching it and seeing what kind of things would be brought up. And I just remembered there was this one moment where one of them says, "Hey, AC/DC," that's kind of funny because Nikola Tesla invented alternating current, AC, and Edison has DC current, direct current. So that was kind of funny. Anyway, I feel like I'm rambling on too much about them too. But anyway, that's going to be pretty much it for this reaction. I hope that everybody enjoyed. I definitely had a lot of fun with this episode. So let me know what you all think, and I'll see you all in the next episode. Bye.